everyone, and welcome to Photo Finds. I'm your host, Gavin Hatch. I hope all of you had a wonderful Christmas. This is the last episode of Photo Finds for 2015, and we're going to spend it at Disney Springs. Now, the day I was there, I parked in the orange parking structure, and as you were about to come down the stairs, you can see the new area for the bus pickup and drop-off area that is almost completed. It looks really good, it's very big, and this is where the parking used to be for Pleasure Island over in front of Planet Hollywood. It was also up here I could see over the construction wall and get a picture of the new bridge that's not completed yet over behind Planet Hollywood. Now, as you can see here, Planet Hollywood is looking really dated, and it is in dire need of renovations, which is going to start here probably at the very beginning of the year. Now, they're going to be laying off over 400 employees as of January 19th, and it was said that it's going to be closed for 6 months for a major renovation. Now, some people are saying it will not reopen as Planet Hollywood, but nothing has been confirmed just yet. The building will be going through a dramatic redesign to look more like a 4-story astronomy observatory, which is scheduled to open in the spring of 2016. Now, last month I came out to Disney Springs multiple times, and each time I was there for a visit, I noticed that this fountain was completely drained. There was no construction walls around it, but there was no water at all. And as you can see here, it has been refilled and is now working. Over at the AMC theaters, it is now required for all guests to go through a metal detector before going into the building. Now, this is something that I've been told by an employee at AMC theaters is permanent and not just for the holiday season. In the comments below, let me know what your thoughts are on the new security measures in place. Over by the parking structure in front of the AMC theater, there is a photo opportunity for those of you who are fans of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Now, the afternoon I went to Disney Springs, it was so crowded, and it was expected because I went on Christmas Day. Now, as you can see here, those crowds were really thick that day, and it took about 15 to 20 minutes just to get from the parking structure over to the Marketplace Lego store. Now, something I've never seen them use before is the white chain rope. These were placed in the center of the sidewalks to keep traffic going and everyone in one direction. Cast members were standing around every few feet to make sure to keep guests going and to keep them in the right lane. On our way over to Marketplace, you can see the construction for STK is moving along pretty quickly, and it's looking great. STK will be an upscale and high-energy steakhouse. This will not be the first STK restaurant. There are already 10 in existence. We have one in Atlanta, Chicago, Las Vegas, London, Los Angeles, Miami, Milan, and 3 throughout New York City. This dining location will not accept the Disney dining plan, and the average cost will be over $60 per adult. Over near Morimoto, Asia, I got some great shots over the construction walls of Town Center construction. I love the Spanish architecture that you'll find in Town Center at Disney Springs. It might be my favorite neighborhood when it's completed. Once everything is finished, there will be 4 neighborhoods at Disney Springs. You'll have Westside, The Landing, Town Center, and Marketplace. Each neighborhood has a different story and a different feel to it. The inspiration for Disney Springs comes from old Florida, such as cities like St. Augustine. Morimoto Asia now has quick service options for you. At Morimoto Street Food, you can get sushi rolls and salads to go. The Asian green salad with duck sounds pretty good to me. In the comments below, let me know if you've had the chance to try this place out and let me know what you got and if you think it's a good value. Now, the main reason I had to come to Disney Springs that day was to experience the Ganachery. This just opened up on December 15th, and I tell you what, it is so amazing. Now, this is the place you go if you want to experience and have a piece of handcrafted chocolate. This store isn't about sugar and sweets, but pure and simple chocolate. The star of the show is a custom-made ganache, a luxurious mixture of melted chocolate and cream. The size of the store is very small. It reminds me of Ollivander's Wand Shop in Hogsmeade Village at Islands of Adventure, so you can only go in small groups. Once inside, a cast member tells you about how they make the chocolate and how it is all prepared by hand on site. What really makes this place unique is they sell chocolate bars that are themed to Disney parks around the world as well as classic Disney characters. For example, the chocolate bar that represents Walt Disney World is a dark chocolate with natural orange and fruit tea flavors. Disneyland features milk chocolate with raisins and almonds. The one for Disneyland Paris sounds so good. I love caramel, and that's what you'll find in this dark chocolate bar. Now, of course, for Aulani in Hawaii, you have white chocolate with coconut and pineapple. what else? Now in the future, I hope they create something for Disney Cruise Line, and if they were to do that, in the comments below, let me know what you think the ingredients and flavors should be for a Disney Cruise Line chocolate bar. Now when it comes to the flavor for Mickey Mouse, he's a classic, so you have to use just classic milk chocolate. Minnie Mouse is milk chocolate as well, but with dried strawberries. That actually sounds really good, I gotta get that next time. Now Goofy is a dark chocolate with popping candy, which is really unique, and I got that one and took it home, and it's really great. The dark chocolate is fantastic, and the popping candy makes it, well, goofy. Now Donald Duck always has a temper, so you have to make his chocolate bar a little fiery. So they use white chocolate with blueberries and habanero chili. I don't think I'll ever try that one. I don't like anything spicy. Another one I really want to try is Pluto's. Now Pluto is a milk chocolate with peanut butter and peanuts. I love peanut butter, so I'm sure I'd like this one. Another thing you'll find them selling in the store is different flavors of the crispy chocolate pearls. I've never tried these before, they look pretty good though. Over at Jock Lindsay's Hanger Bar, I had to take a picture of the decorations out front because I think it's really cool. They're beautiful wreaths, but if you look closely, you can see that they're actually postcards in the decor, and these postcards represent all the different destinations that Jock Lindsay has traveled to. In past episodes of Photo Finds, I've talked to you about this place, and I highly recommend, if you haven't checked it out yet, please go and get the bedtime story drink. It's phenomenal. And speaking of Christmas decorations, between Jock Lindsay's and the boathouse, you can see this beautiful Christmas tree piece here that is built completely out of lights. It's really cool and new for this year. Now back over at West Side, we have the Star Wars Galactic Outpost that opened up recently, and now this place used to be D Street. Now when you go inside though, you'll see lots of things left over from D Street. It wasn't completely removed, but instead just kind of covered over with Star Wars stuff. For example, when you walk inside and you look up, you can't miss this. This is the evil queen from Snow White, and they'd even try to cover this up. It's just sitting there, so it's kind of out of place. All the Vinylmation cutouts have been painted to look like stormtroopers. On a display case, you can see the decorations from D Street, such as these license plates, are still here and were not removed, as well as this street sign. As you can see here, they took a Star Wars poster and put it over a spray-painted Mickey Mouse on the wall. Even the D Street logo is found throughout the store, such as in the window display here. A Vinylmation poster is on display as well. And speaking of Vinylmations, you can still find them and purchase them in the store, but of course they are themed to Star Wars. Something kind of neat was the lockers that are still here from D Street are now covered in tiny little Star Wars magnets if you look closely. Star Wars The Force Awakens, of course, is a huge hit, so this store stays very busy and packed with people, but I still recommend checking it out next time you're at Disney Springs. In the comments below though, I'd like to hear if you think that they should have done a better job at making sure all the D Street signs and everything from that store was removed before they opened this up and turned it over into Star Wars. While I was over in the marketplace area, I got some pictures real quick of Goofy. Now Goofy was meeting with people dressed up as Santa over in the marketplace up until today, the 29th. He was there starting on Christmas Day because, of course, Santa Claus had to go back to the North Pole after Christmas Eve. It's not very often that you get to do meet and greets with Disney characters at Disney Springs. That's something you see more in the parks. Now before we go, look, it's Topher the squirrel. Now Topher was over in the marketplace that evening doing some last minute shopping, it looks like, and I got this really cool silhouette picture of him. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Topher would really appreciate it, and so would I. And that does it for this edition of Photo Finds for 2015. I hope all of you had a wonderful Christmas and have a happy and safe New Year, and do something fun for New Year's Eve. There's so many options here in Central Florida, so tell me about them down in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to Orlando Attractions Magazine, of course, and check out Florida E-Ticket every Saturday here on this same channel. And as always, get out, have fun, and enjoy the parks.